What is going on, Pisces? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct again for the year of 2019. This is going to be your general reading for the period of January 1st through January 15th. That whole period right there, even though this reading is kind of late, it will cover the first half of January and the energies that will follow. Let me go ahead and get my spiel out the way. This is going to be a general reading, so if it does not resonate with you, you can check out one of my previous readings for Pisces, or you could check out one of my future readings, or just hit me up for a personal reading with the email in the description. If it does resonate with you, though, then do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment, all those great things that I like to see on the channel that let me know that you're watching, listening, and it helped you out in some type of way, all right? What else? Pisces, we're going to get right into the energy, but Pisces, what in Martha Stewart's kitchen are you cooking up over here? Like, I'm trying to figure out this reading for you guys, so it's definitely going to be a reading, but it's going to be more like a discussion a little bit, because whoa is all I can say. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is happening? Like, what in Mary Poppins have you cooked up, Pisces? Like, Pisces, you do know that you are like a master manifester, right? Like, I'm just saying. And you have manifested some type of situation here that is going to be quite the ordeal in the month of January. I don't know. That's what I'm seeing in the cards anyway. It's not a bad reading. Just know it's not a bad reading at all. It's not a bad reading. It's actually a love reading, Pisces. But there's a lot going on with these energies. Like, what have you went into the laboratory to cook up? I don't know what's going on. Like, Pisces, somebody has been praying to Buddha, Allah, Jesus, Zeus, Poseidon, Apollos, the universe, God, like everybody you can think of, because it seems like some type of wishes are being granted around love. But you know that saying, kind of be careful what you wish for? Yeah, I think that might apply this month. It just might apply. So I'm going to get into the reading. Before I get into it, I'm just going to tell you what I see in the cards, because, you know, you're Pisces. Like, you guys can catch that vibe. You can catch that wave with me. You can help me with this reading. All right, so what I see personally within these cards is that you have manifested two different lovers at the same time. For the most of you guys, one of the lovers could be a soulmate and the other one could be like a life partner, or one of the lovers could be a soulmate and the other one could be like a twin flame. Or one of the lovers is from the past, the other one is coming in the future. One of the lovers is brand new, the other one is like from a past life that you keep meeting up with over and over again in your lifetimes. And you do love. What else? If that's not the case, then it is one person that has made some type of transformation that, you know, is kind of different now. They're from the past, but now they're coming back in again, and they're kind of have made a transformation. But for some reason, I feel that it's two different lovers that you have coming your way in the month of January, Pisces, and it's going to be quite intense. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, it might be an intense month when it comes down to the love. Definitely, but you asked for it. So let's get into the reading, Pisces. All right, starting off, we have the Two of Pentacles. So this is why I'm saying it's two different things that are coming in. Two different people that are coming in. And I believe you are trying to find balance between the both. All right, so this is one scenario. For one of the scenarios for you, Pisces, you could be trying to decide if you want to continue to deal with someone from the past that you've already had past experiences with, that you've already dealt with a little bit, you know, and it was kind of shaky. It didn't really work out, but they're still kind of like in your heart space, in your vibe, in your thoughts. They're still there and not going anywhere at all. And you're thinking whether you should hop in that chariot and move away from them onto the next lover, or if you should stay here and kind of like deal with them again. And Pisces, I know. By the way, I am a Pisces, so I know how we deal with past lovers a lot of times. We keep them around. Yep. We still hold on to them and love them unconditionally for some reason. So that's one of the scenarios. You could be juggling two different people. One is from the past, one is from the future. And you could be juggling the idea of leaving the person that is already in the past. Now, before I move on, I also want to say that both of these lovers could be from the past at the same time. You could be dealing with two different people that you already know. And you kind of like could have had met them almost around the same type of time, the same period in time. And oh my gosh, what is going on? I almost didn't want to do this reading, Pisces, like there's a lot happening. I guess I'm just going to keep going and moving through the energies. I'm just feeling a lot. So you're juggling two lovers for most of you guys. For other people, it could just be you deciding whether you want to move on from a person or stay working with the energies of that same individuals. For other people, it could be one person that is coming back around that just seems like a total new person. And they kind of like made this kind of transformation and you're kind of like, oh, like, wow, I thought that this had ended. I thought this was the past. I was still thinking about you, but I don't even know who are you, you know? The other thing that I really feel, though, is just two people. Like, I think the majority of you guys have two different lovers that are coming your way, all right? So, we'll get into it. Manifestation. The Magician. So, you have manifested two different options, Pisces, which is why you have the Two of Swords right below the Magician, you know? Because the Two of Swords represents you having to make a decision between two different paths and not knowing which path to take. You know, you don't know whether you want to choose this person or choose the other person. You don't know if you want to kind of like deal with the person from the past because you have history with them, or if you want to deal with a brand new lover, or if you just want to, you don't know if you want to deal with this lover because they offer this or that lover because they offer that. Because like I said, both of these lovers could be from the past, right? So yeah, you have manifested two different options for some reason. And so it could have you kind of like at a stalemate, like, wow, which one do I choose? Which one? Any, mini, miny, mo. You know, like you could be doing that this month. I don't know. Right next to that, we have the Ten of Swords. So this represents some type of ending, some type of betrayal that could have happened with the soulmate that I'm talking about, maybe from the past. Because you got betrayed, you got heartbroken. You know, somebody stabbed you in the back. Somebody just did something that just kind of ruined the connection. Even though it was a strong soulmate, Two of Cups connection, something happened to where it ended, you know, because somebody just wasn't being straight up. Somebody kind of could have stabbed you in your back. They were afraid of the connection, whatever. They still wanted to play around. You were taking it serious. They weren't. They liked you, but they were scared of you. You know how it goes, like when it's an intense connection. Somebody ran, somebody chased. You ended up getting hurt. That's you laying on the ground right there. And it was from this person that is the Two of Cups. So, for some of you guys where the person is coming in from the past, this could be you just wanting to do away with that person that you had that Two of Cup connection with. Because you feel like it has ended. You have completed a cycle with them. You know, you kind of want to just keep it moving forward. You know, with that Chariot energy, you kind of want to move on and go towards a new connection with somebody else, a new love. And that probably what you know, that's probably what could be happening. The only thing is that Two of Cups being right up under the 10, it could represent like a renewal of that connection with that person that is from the past. You know, even though the connection died off in the past and you were kind of like done with it, or they were done with it, the Two of Cups could represent a renewal of that same connection and kind of you guys starting over from scratch and just beginning something brand new, and the connection still being there and still being strong and intense and something that you can, you know, work through, and both of you guys can forgive and forget and continue to move. Because as you can see in the picture, you guys are still clinging on to each other for some reason, you know? Like, even though a lot of things happened in the past that hurt you or hurt them or whatever, you're still kind of like clinging to this soulmate. Why? Because they're a soulmate. Like, it's an intense love, and definitely for a Pisces, it's hard to shake a soulmate connection. Those are just facts. Like, you're not just going to shake off a soulmate connection just like that when it's an intense love, because Pisces lives for that. Like, deep soul connections. Like, what? That's like a dream to a Pisces. So yeah, you could be thinking about holding on to this person. All right. So then we move on and we have the Lovers card, which makes me kind of think that there is another person that could be coming in. But the Lovers card, you know, could represent a spiritual, more intense connection with someone else. Or, because there's so many different scenarios, it could just represent this same connection you have with this person. You know, it could just be a spiritual, intense connection that you have with them, and it's like you guys can communicate on a high level of communication, almost like telepathic. It's like that twin flame connection, you know, like the life partner. And I think that could be the major difference. One could be like a very spiritual connection that you have with somebody, intense, very intense, deep. The other one is deep too, but it's kind of like a soulmate connection. It's kind of more practical that you could have with somebody, you know, or it could just only be like sexual or something like that, like the love of, you know, just regular romantic love. But the one you have with the other person could just be like high level spiritual, you know, deep, mystical, esoteric connection that you have with somebody that's almost like, I didn't even know this existed. That could be what's happening. On the other hand, it could represent you making an option, because the Lovers card a lot of times is talking about an option that we're making with, you know, within love. So you could just be trying to make a decision, you know, like I was talking about before, whether you want to deal with this person from the past who you have this strong, intense connection with and you feel like is a soulmate. You could be trying to decide if you want to deal with them or if you want to move on, if you want to stay put or if you want to drive off. And so they could be coming in, you know, and you're having to be faced with that decision, because I feel like these soulmates or this soulmate or this twin flame or these, you know, I don't even know what's happening, but they're coming your way, you know, and you're going to have to make a decision, right, between two different people, or make a decision to just move on into a new direction, you know, hop in your chariot and kind of say, okay, look, we did what we had to do. Let's wrap this cycle up and just keep it moving, you know. But this lover or these different lovers, they want to collaborate with you, because the Three of Pentacles represents collaboration. So that's why I was thinking that this person right here, if this is a different person, is like kind of like a life partner that could be coming in, and they kind of like want to collaborate with you when it comes down to building something for the future. You may possibly go into business with this person in the future, because the Three of Pentacles talks about collaboration inside of business. You know, it talks about building something with someone else or with a team. And this person that you may have this strong spiritual connection to could be the person that you're supposed to go into a spiritual type of work with and collaborate with in a spiritual type of work, definitely. So you could be choosing to like move away from the Two of Cups connection that you had with somebody else who wasn't as spiritual. It was romantic and loving and strong connection, but maybe not on the level of being spiritual, and not on the level of you feeling that, you know, you could work with this person maybe later on down the line. But somebody could be coming in wanting to collaborate, maybe not right away, but you could feel like it's a life partner that kind of is coming in, and you see the longevity of a relationship with them, even though you have an intense connection with somebody else from the past. You probably don't see the longevity of that connection with them, even though you want them, you know, and they want you. maybe this other person that could be coming in that maybe you didn't meet yet, or maybe you have met, but you know it's a stronger connection with them. Because like I said, for some of you guys, you already know these two people. Like, you're juggling between two people that you manifested back into your life, but you manifested the both of them, not just one. So one of them is kind of like a Two of Cups love, and the other one is kind of like the Lover's love, which is kind of like a more spiritual connection, a life partner, you know, that you can build something with. Intense. The Two of Cups is intense too, but it's kind of like the beginning type of, you know, more of an earthly type of connection, because it's in the minor arcana. The Lovers is kind of like major arcana, so it's like more spiritual, more universal, like having to do with your destiny, having to do with something that you have to build in the future. So yeah, that could be the option that you're dealing with. Or this could just be one person that you're making a decision whether you want to end it and wrap up that cycle from the past, or you want to start something new with them, because you know you're supposed to be collaborating with them and building something on a spiritual level, you know? Let's keep it moving. All right, Pisces. Then we have the Six of Pentacles. Now you have the Six of Pentacles here, plus you have the Six of Pentacles right here at the bottom of the deck. So this is very important. I believe two scenarios, once again, because there's so much happening with these energies. Either you're deciding which person you want to give to, which person you want to connect with, because there are two people right there. And this could be you in the middle, because these two people seem like they're coming to your direction. And this is kind of like repeated through all of your cards. Like, you have the two different pentacles, that's two different options. You have the two swords, two different options. You have the two people here in the Six of Pentacles, two different options. You also have the Lovers, two different options. Then you have the Two of Cups. So because the two is being repeated, I believe it's two different people. If it's not that, then for some of you guys, this could be a twin, because you got so many twos here that you could have a twin that you are dealing with right now. Definitely the mirror of yourself, because the Lover's card represents two people that are just like made to be together. Like, they are, you know, it's kind of like the two halves of a whole. You know, it's kind of like it's just meant to be together, and you guys are meant to build something together. So a lot of times that happens within a twin flame connection. With all of these tools, it has to be a twin flame connection that's going on. With some of you guys like that are on that twin flame journey, Lord have mercy, because I know about it. If that is not it, then like I said, it's two different soulmates that are just here, and they're kind of like, hey, I want to connect with you. Hey, I want to have this new passionate beginning with you, right? Now, if that is not happening, then it could be an older person that's coming in from the past that is this soulmate twin flame type of person that could be wanting to give and want to give into you more than they have in the past. Because this card also could represent an unequalness of giving and taking. Maybe in the past you were the one that was giving and giving and giving, or the opposite, somebody was giving and giving into you, and you could have been the one that was not giving back. You just did all the receiving. Or you could have been the one just giving, and then the other person was just not giving anything into the connection. And so this could represent that this person is now ready to come in with the Ace of Wands and have a new passionate beginning when it comes down to giving into this connection. They could be coming in like a bat out of hell. You feel me? That's what I'm feeling, because the person from the past knows that this has happened. The Ten of Swords, and it probably was because they were not giving into the connection like you were giving into the connection, is what I'm kind of feeling. And so now they're wanting to make a passionate move towards you and just start giving. And it could be almost overwhelming, because this energy, this reading feels like an overwhelming reading, like intense. You're going to be feeling it this month. January. Like somebody is coming in like a bat out of hell. You know, just like, I want you, Pisces. I realize that I want you, and blah, blah, blah. You know how it goes. Somebody is coming, though. Or two people are coming. And you're going to have to make a decision who you want to connect with. Like, are you going to leave somebody in the past and deal with somebody new? Or is it two people from the past and one is better for you than the other? Or, you know, is it just the same person coming in from the past that kind of has transformed into like this new creature? And now they want to try it again with you. Those are all the scenarios right there. This is all the energy that's happening. Like, it's definitely love. Like, so let's just review these cards before we go to your future energies. All right, so I'm just going to tell the story as quickly as I can. Two of Pentacles, you're trying to make a decision whether you want to leave somebody in your past and move forward into somebody in your future, or you're trying to make a decision between two different people and whether you want to head in the direction of one person or the other person. You obviously have manifested these two lovers, or this option to take one path or the other path, because you've been praying to Zeus, Poseidon, Apollo, the universe, and Buddha, and Jesus and Krishna, and everybody else. You know, you've been daydreaming about it. You've been manifesting some type of love with this person or these two people, but it's kind of leaving you to where you're like, oh snap, which one do I choose? Any, mini, miny, mo. You know? This soulmate could be from the past that, you know, had to do with something that you're thinking about. Maybe you want to wrap up. Maybe it's already kind of like past the point of reconciliation. Or maybe this new soulmate is better for you, you know, that could be coming in that is kind of like a more life partner. They want to collaborate with you to build something with you. Or it's just the same person from the past coming in, and now they want to connect on a higher soul spiritual level and collaborate with you now and work together with you and give into this connection and bring the passion that they weren't bringing in the past. Or you're just going to have to choose whether you want to give to one person or the other person, right? So that sums it up. I'm glad that we worked that out, Pisces. That was a great conversation, a great discussion. Thank you for helping me out with your energies. Goodness, we figured it out. Future energies, Pisces. We're going to be working with the Two of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Devil pops up out of nowhere. All right, so Two of Wands. This could be you, like I was saying, trying to figure out if you want to move towards someone and away from somebody else. This is kind of like a decision that you're having to make, you know, because the Two of Wands represents about a decision. It represents a decision that you have to make between two different paths. Like, do I go this path or that path? So you could be in contemplation mode, and it could be about a water sign, the Queen of Cups. Now, the Queen of Cups could be who you're thinking about turning your back on and going in a brand new direction, maybe. It depends. If this is a Queen of Cups, this could possibly be your twin or your soulmate. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you that. Like, I don't know. Pisces, like, you make that decision. If that's the twin flame or if that's the soulmate, I have no clue. But I know you are the King of Cups, so maybe the Queen of Cups is a pretty good match, or maybe she's not. It all depends. Like, you're kind of making that decision. You're in contemplation mode, trying to see which path you want to choose, which person. See, and there goes the two once again. So this is either a decision that's needed to be made, or this is kind of like a twin, because we have two once again. And it's gonna apply to you the way that it is. Like, if you know you're not dealing with two different people, and it's only one person on your mind, one person that comes to mind when I'm kind of like talking about this whole ordeal, then you know it's just one. If it's two people that come in your mind, like, yeah, I was thinking about that person, and I was, wow, then you know it's two, right? Moving right along, we have the Five of Wands. So some type of conflict is happening. you know, and this could be self-conflict that's happening within yourself because you're having to make a decision, and it's kind of like it could have you in conflict, like, which one do I choose, you know? And somebody is coming in with an offer. Now this could have been the same person from the past because this is a slow moving night. So this person from the past could just now be making it to you, and they have come in the slowest form ever. Like you like are even trying to decide if you should even accept it because it's just now making its way to you. So maybe the person from the past just has been very, very slow moving when it comes down to them deciding whether they want to come towards you or not, because this is the slowest moving night, and that could be causing, you know, conflict because you're like, wow, you're just now making it to me, like, are you serious? I don't know, you know. Or it could be a earth sign that is coming your way, you know, causing some conflict maybe. But I just think it's like somebody that's been moving pretty slow. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Right below that, we had the Page of Wands clarified by the Knight of Swords. So we got a lot of offers, you know. Like I said, it's two, but maybe you could be thinking about, because these two people are actually facing each other, right? Here, one has the back turned on the other. So that says a lot within the cards. Here, maybe you could be thinking about starting something new, passionate connection with the air sign. Because this air sign is facing you, and I believe this is representing you. You're facing the air sign. So it's possible that you could be thinking about having a new passionate experience, starting up a new passionate connection with the actual air sign. And this air sign could very well be the one from the past, you know, or maybe they are the new person, or maybe they are the transformed person coming in from the past, but now they seem new, you know. But maybe that could be who you're going towards, and maybe you could be turning your back on the water sign, or it could be vice versa. So don't hold me to that. Maybe you could be going towards the water sign and turning your back on the air sign. It all depends. But I just know that this Page of Wands, which represents a new beginning, a passionate beginning with someone, is facing the Knight of Swords that is coming your way as quickly as possible. Right? Right below that, we have the Devil card. So, and then we have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is that past life connection that you have with somebody that is very intense. Oh my gosh, the attraction is so intense. Ooh, that may be the dilemma. Very well may be the dilemma, because the person that is coming from the past, that could be your past life lover who you have crossed paths with over and over again from lifetime to lifetime. If you believe in that type of thing, I certainly do. This person you have a strong bond with, a very strong attraction with. It's kind of like out of this world. It's almost addictive. And it could turn that way if you don't, you know, find ways to balance it out. And, you know, so, but the Devil card is not always bad. It could a lot of times just be talking about a very strong connection you have with somebody, a very strong attraction. Like you are really feeling this person that's from your past life. That's like a past life soulmate. And you have a strong connection with them. So I'm thinking that this could possibly keep you from moving forward to the new connection if there's two different people, because you just feel them so strongly, like you can't even control yourself around this past life lover, this soulmate. You know, and maybe you could be like, hey, I like you, the new person that is here, but I can't get over this old person. Like, we have a bond. We have known each other for ages, you know. So I don't know. That's just the gist of it, Pisces. That's kind of what I'm feeling. And I think I'm going to wrap it up around there because we're coming up on 30 minutes. I think you're going to have to make a decision. Whether you want to go to the new lover or deal with the past lover, or wrap up something that was kind of like karmic and had a strong bond, You know, you felt like you're bonded with this person because, like I said, the devil card, I don't believe that the devil card is kind of like an addiction that you have to somebody. You know, it's just like a very, very, very strong connection. And it could seem almost like it's obsessive a little bit because it's such a strong connection you have with them. It's a bond. It's your past life lover. Like, have any of you guys ever saw Hancock before? That's what it feels like. Like, Hancock. You know, he was in, if you didn't see the movie, I'll explain it very quick. You know, the guy was almost like a superhero, and, you know, they were supposed to be kind of like fallen angels or whatever. But he thought he was the only one in this life, you know, that was like that until he ran across and crossed paths with his twin, you know, and then his twin saw him, and it's kind of like crazy stuff started happening. Like, they just set the whole city on fire because they start fighting each other. And she kind of explained it, and she was like, yeah, we always cross paths with each other no matter what life we're in. At the end of the day, they were immortals, but they would, you know, it's kind of like she would always try to get away from him because when they're together, bad things happen. Kind of like this devil energy. It's just so strong. It's an intense connection, and it's better off if they're away from each other a little bit. But they can't stop being drawn to each other because it's like they're twins. They're halves of the same exact whole. So, I don't know, Pisces. Like, this reading has me, like, about to go do some deep thought myself. Like I said, I'm a Pisces, so I'm figuring it out right along with you guys. But yeah, that's what's happening, Pisces. I'm going to go ahead and leave it right there. Good luck with your decision. Good luck with this lover's energy, with this soulmate energy, with this past life energy, with this twin flame energy. Good luck. At the end of the day, at the bottom of your main deck, you had the Sun card, so I think it is going to be a great outcome at the end of the day. I'm not trying to make you guys afraid of what's about to come. I just know it's going to be intense. That's all, but I think you're prepared for it, Pisces. You know, we're going to handle it. Please let me know what happened in the comments or something like that, because this is a real love reading right here, and I would love to know. Until next time, if you resonated with this reading, like, comment, share. You know? What else? What's the other one that I usually say? I forgot. This reading has me off my game. If you want to get a little bit more clarity on this, we can always do a personal reading. Email me about that if you guys want to do that. Until next time, Pisces, I'm signing off. Happy New Year.